right, good afternoon, lunchtime. It's about 12:08 Eastern Time. Markets are in a holding pattern. So we had a kind of an inside day so far. So let's take a look here. Let's dive in. We're looking at the SPX here on the chart on the left. All these charts are the 15-minute charts, but let's look at XPX. XPX had a high yesterday of 45.37. Basically, we have an inside day. Right off the bat at the open, we sold off, which was kind of what was as expected. Yesterday during the call, I noticed that the MACDs were showing some signs of weakness at lunchtime, and we've had some follow through today. So right at the open, that continued, and we hit that 45.15 area. So we actually quickly bought in. So we're having an inside day from yesterday. The MACDs continue turning is by zero, and more likely it looks like it's probably going to stay within this range today. I don't expect any big things to happen today. Now we do have the job reports on Friday. Basically, um, I think that the markets will probably react to that in some capacity. If we have over a million jobs, I think the market might look at that as a possible taper might happen. So the market might sell off potentially. If the job reports come within range or lower, I think that that can probably help tech. So in this morning call, I suggested that basically there's two ways you can play it for either Lotto, Goldman Sachs on Friday. Take a look at that. Maybe look at Thursdays, or for if the market does taper, that will help out the banks and the Russell. The other one would be if it doesn't taper, tech and Google. Google's been ramming on Fridays. Just great lotto play. So if you can get that. So let's take a look. Nasdaq, same thing as the XPX here. Again, we hit this high of 15,620, and again, same type of thing as XPX. We had some weakness occurring at lunchtime yesterday. It dropped off. Now it is holding the 50-day moving average on the 15-minute chart. So still holding on to that. I don't really expect a big move happening today. Let's see what happens here on the pivot point here on both the XPX. Let's see if it bounces or it goes lower. If it goes lower, it can probably form a base here of a double bottom potentially. But as long as it stays within the yesterday's range, we're going to have an inside day. So that's kind of what I expect today. Russell, basically, we kind of had a stale day yesterday, and it's just kind of continuing the stale day as well. We had a little bit of a rally this morning, which was opposite what these guys had. Um, but as expected, it's holding the zero line. So we're hoping that this will happen here or here, just stay within a range. Again, it's all about Friday, the Friday report. There are a few people announcing today. I think it's like CrowdStrike. I don't think that will move the market that much, but we'll take a look. Alphabet, same type of holding pattern as these other three here. So as you can see that having an inside there as well. I would like to see Google or Alphabet Google pull back a little bit. If it can pull back to around this 2870 area, 2880, it'll be a nice little setup for Friday's job report. So if it pulls back a little bit, we're seeing some weakness here. So if it can pull back even below the zero line and starts turning, and if it goes into this area, that might be a good potential trade setup for a potential upward on job reports. Again, Amazon had a nice ripper. Again, we this one is much stronger than any of the ones I'm seeing at this moment. So we have Amazon, Tesla, and ISRG, which is stronger. Um, Amazon again off the 15-day moving average is using it. So this morning, this thing hit the 15-day and ripped higher. So we did break yesterday's highs. So we'll take a look at this. Is it going to continue ripping? So this morning, this was a nice little trade. If you were looking for something, we had a zero bounce and we had a 50-day moving average bounce on the 15 minutes. So again, that was a nice little ripper up 30. I don't really see this moving higher, but it's the much stronger one out of all of them. So again, we have Tesla. Tesla, same type of pattern. It went up overnight. We had some amazing sessions. We hit that 736, which I was talking about, very hard area, and we sold off from there. Basically, again, the 15-minute chart, same type of ordeal here, bouncing off zero, bouncing off zero. Sometimes these work out, sometimes they don't. But again, if you want to take a trade here, I did take a trade here, and I took a little bit of trade here just for a weekly, and it's paying off right now. I'm gonna see how it goes towards the end of the day. If this will rip higher, or maybe just get out of it and wait till either Thursday for a potential job report trade. But so far, I think that we're not going to expect major moves. But this is Tesla. But Tesla looks much stronger than all of them. Again, Tesla was holding the 716 area pretty firm. We broke out yesterday, and it's holding the 726. And again, heading higher. So it looks like it probably wants 780 by the end of the week. Let's see if that comes to fruition. ISRG. ISRG looks much stronger. Again, we had this last week of pulling back, pulling back. We have a 3-to-1 stock split on October. We did hit this highs of 1060. We never hit this 1061 area. So that can keep it going. So right now it's a hard resistance, but basically it is selling off. The MACDs gave me some signs of weakness. So it started off pretty strong today, and then it sold off. And we have the MACD showing us weakness that this is pulling back. So again, pulling back, and let's see how far does it come back. Does it turn around? So it could turn around, head up higher, but we're going to look at this 1060 area. Okay, Chipotle. Chipotle is pulling back a little bit, so it's not going to go. It's pulling back as expected. But the one thing that's kind of like coming as catching my attention is look at this volume that's coming into Chipotle. This volume that didn't quite happen till here, but it's starting to pick up Chipotle. So this is one that we're going to keep on our radar. There isn't a lot of activity on this thing, so that's where the candlesticks are really small. So, but the 15, there's a lot of volume, a lot of buying. So today this was the lowest of 1900, and it went up to 1915. So gonna be watching this and seeing if this volume shows maybe at the end of the day. We see the MACD's turning here as this starts going up. So just setting up again, do not really see anything moving pretty significantly. Um, we have the Apple Computers is holding at 151. So that 151 area is pretty significant. Let's see if it holds it. And we start seeing that this is starting to turn. Let's see if it has any significance. We have on the 15-minute chart starting to turn. This is the part where you want to get into Apple. Things are at the bottom and could maybe start the next swing higher. If it breaks this 152.78, it could get it going. So let me move this to the hourlies here. Okay. So you have Apple. There it goes. So that's much clearer. Let's see if it keeps going. All right, let's go into AMC. AMC, despite the market pulling back, this looks stronger, is holding right at that pattern. It looks like if the markets turn, this thing could probably take off. So we have, there's another pattern here on, let's look at GameStop. GameStop is holding that. It's right at that pivot point of 215, 216. If it can get beyond that hump, it can start going. Um, AMC, it has that $48 and it has another $57. So these two pivot points right there. Let's see if we can get beyond that and they can start running. So I like GameStop. It's a little stronger. I think it could probably hit maybe 300. Let's see if it gets it this week or maybe next week. All right, let's cover Bitcoin. Bitcoin, again, pulling back a little bit here, pulling back. So just kind of in this holding pattern. Um, Bitcoin 5 and 15 minutes. Okay, so uh, we have Bitcoin there. What else do we have? We have Shiba. Nope, and that's all we got. All right, guys. Not really much going on today except for Tesla. Let's see if that goes, and Amazon could go, and let's see where we can set up with Google as far as for a Friday trade. All right, go get it.